morning. It is December 25th, 2020. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, and if you don't, Merry Christmas anyway. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Qigong. I have a little tiny bit that I'm going to review. Change of schedule starting the second week of January. If you're following me on YouTube, you got a notification that I posted those classes the first week of classes, the new classes, let me say, yesterday. 2 more weeks of review, next week and the following week, and then we start the new sequence. As we review, I want to pay attention to a few things that I'm going to either add or change the way that I address in those classes. Today is one of those. Today we have the advanced sets for Qigong. This is sets 10 through 18. I am going to, as we move forward, I'm going to make some assumptions about what is or is not expected versus what I am or am not going to include in the class. For example, as we move into this new sequence, for advanced class, I'm going to pay less attention to the specific movements, with the exceptions of where there needs to be something that I personally need to address in order to do it better, and then I'm going to talk about it. Alright, but I'm going to not focus on that. I'm going to focus more on the internal workmanship as we're going to do today with the use of the waist. As we change over to the introductory sets in Qigong, I'm going to focus much more on the outward movement. And there may be some times when I will go back and forth between what is the outward movement and what is to pay attention inwardly. What I'm trying to do is to move things forward a little bit and at the same time give new people a chance to come in and be able to follow along with today's class, as well as something to go back and review for yesterday's class, so that if you wanted to be in sync with what we're doing today and you needed 3 other days to catch up, there's the recordings. Go have a good time. Come back next week and you'll be all caught up. Alright? So this is part of my goal. For today, we're focused on the, for today, we're focused on the advanced sets 10 through 18. I'm going to review each one briefly, facing you, and we're going to turn around and practice that set and go back through each one by one so that it's not a mystery what I'm doing. I'm going to work on a different method for doing this. It may be some separate videos. I am going to record the full set of Qigong with multiple angles so that you can see everything that I'm doing all together in one place at the same time. Anyway, let's get started. Excuse me. Yeah, it's one of those mornings. Stand straight. We'll do our first exercise. Start at extreme emptiness. Stand straight. Feet about shoulder width apart. Pull up through the crown of the head. Shoulders down and relaxed. Open the back of the neck. Open the shoulders. Relax the upper back. Pull up through the waist. Hold the hips. Open the legs. Bend the knees. Grip the floor just a little bit with your toes. Open the arch of the foot, pull up. Sink down through the heel, grip with the toes, pull up through the arch. Ladies, right hand on the outside, gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Both hands connect at the laogung and the lower tantian. Breathe in, pull up to the middle tantian. Breathe out, bend the knees. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you pull up, keep the connection through the body. As you sink down, do the same. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out, contract. Whole body. And one more time. And separate, down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels just a little bit and lower. Stay there. Relax for a second. Shaking the tail feathers. Set 10. At the rengel, just below the nose, both hands press down and they open slightly. Right? This is too much. This is not enough. Even to your body. Right? And you're turned, yes. Right hand to the inside. Pass through this position. Turn. Sink. Both hands come down together and sink. Everything all together all at the same time. Back to center. Other side. All right. Pay attention to this idea of the flow in the circle and notice your pass-through point. You want to pass through this point, achieve this posture before you change, all right, before you go to the next one. Okay? Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the back, relax the body, breathe in, relax, breathe out. Breathe in, palms up. Breathe out, press down. Breathe in, circle. And breathe out. Press down. Right hand to the inside, turn to the right. Both hands together. And center. Circle. Turn to the right. Left hand to the inside. Cross in front. And change. Center. Circle, open, and close. Up, and down. circle. Pull in through the abs, turn the waist, press down. Up and down. Use the waist, sink through the hips, open the lower back, press down through the legs, press up, sink down. Breathe in, breathe out. Open and close. Up and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Open, close. In, out. One more. Down, center, down again. Up and down. Other side. Breathe in. Hands pressed down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels just a little bit and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I just did. It's important, and again, I don't know how much of it is visible. I'll review this later. The idea is that as we practice, there are different levels of practice, and there are different levels of energy that can be created, expended, however you want to approach that particular question. What I did with this set is similar to what I intend to do, not the rest of all of these today, but what I intend to do with the advanced sets little by little as we move forward coming in January. So I started with our basics. I started with the basics. Here's the movement. Right? Here's the movement. Basic, turn, and turn again. Right? This is the basic movement. This is what we're supposed to do. This is the physical outward movement for this particular set. What I then did was to combine what I was doing with the breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And I added Jing, strength, so that the outward appearance of the movement, my goal anyway, is that it should remain soft and fluid, but the inward appearance is strong and completely connected throughout the body. This connection is something that we are going to be working on. Right? This is the idea that everything emanates from the lower Tantien, that is connected through the entire body, that we use the root and the Yungchuan, the bubbling well in the foot, to bring the energy up and to return it to its source. As we do that, it extends through the entire body, so that as you perform, execute a particular movement, that energy extends through the body and beyond. Okay, so my hands feel warm. If you were to touch my hands right now, my hands would feel warm. That's what happens. All right, so that's the explanation. That's where we're going. Come on along. We have, excuse me, I'm one of those mornings. White Ape presents fruit. Excuse me. All right. We have a similar movement previously in push. This is push, lower Tantian, middle Tantian, and out. With White Ape presents a fruit, we're going to come up further. Right here. Just below the chin. So breathe in, right? Turn. Extend outward. Come back to where you were. Fingertips down. Other side. Right? Lower Tantian, middle Tantian, and out. Renjong, middle Tantian, lower Tantian, center. Right. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the back. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. And relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn left. Turn the toes. Up along center line. Extend outward. Return. Fingertips down. Breathe in. Breathe out center. Shift. Right side. And pull in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift right. Open left. Extend. Return. Center. Shift left. Open right. Extend. Return. Center. Shift. Keep the movement smooth and connected. Use the breath. Whole body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift right. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Center. Open the back. Open the chest. Use the legs. Extend. Sink. Breathe in. Breathe out, sink. Turn. Open the waist, open the legs, open the lower Tantian and connect. Again, breathe in. Breathe out, sink. Turn. Extend. Return. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn. Extend. Return. Center. One more time. Breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe out. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Okay, so again, the lower work takes more leg strength. It also takes much more this idea that I've talked about the last couple of videos in centering and being able to move through whatever the movement happens to be versus needing to stop and center before moving on to the next. All right, we have a couple more sets today. I'm not sure how many of them I'm going to get to right now, but I'm getting there. I'm looking at it. All right. So Red Phoenix flies into the sun, and I need to take it easy on this because my legs are telling me that I've just done something that I haven't done in a while. They're not angry with me. They're just talking to me, saying, "Hey, let me go." All right. So, excuse me. It got colder and the heat is on, and yeah, anyway. We have Red Phoenix flies into the sun, so we have similar beginning as we have with shaking the tail feathers in this idea that the arms circle, but instead of stopping here, we're going to cross, hold fist. I turn left, both hands press down. As I come up on the left hand goes up, right hand goes out, right foot goes up. This shouldn't wobble. It's not just hanging there. Toes are pointed down, right? Toes are pointed down. I've been practicing, right? Okay, so as we put the foot down, we're going to come back and press down to come up on the other side. Okay? Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Shoulders relaxed. If there's any tension, shake it out. Bend the knees a little bit. Relax the breath. Relax the back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Circle. Left hand to the inside. Turn. Press down. Left hand ends up on the outside. Back up. And extend. And don't lean. And come back to center. Press down. And up. Down. Circle. Right hand to the inside. Turn to the right. Up on the right leg, right hand up, left hand out. Press up with the heel of the hand. Try and keep the toes of the foot that's up at your knee, or as close as you can get it. Yeah, I'm wobbly on that one. That side's better. Breathe in. Breathe out. Circle. Left to the inside. Press down. Turn left. Up on the left. And center. Circle. Right to the inside. Shift left, turn out the right. Up on the right. And come back to center. Press down. And up. 2 more. Circle. Left to the inside. Press down. Up on the left. And down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Circle, right to the inside. Press down. Up on the right. And center. Press down. And up. One more time. Left. And right. Center. Breathe out. Breathe in. Palms down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels just a little bit and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. This idea of flexibility, of opening the body, of being able to turn is kind of one of the characteristics of the next exercise, stirring the grass to seek the snake. Okay, we have an opening here that is similar to what we would do in Bagua. As I turn, both hands circle. My left hand in this case, hi, are you left hand? Sock puppets, yes, is at my right shoulder. My right hand is under my left armpit. Both hands, both arms, are on the same plane. So I don't have one like this and one this way. Right? This is not it. It's here. Okay? So, as we turn here, fingertips lead for the hand to circle under. As we turn back, the hand that was under comes to the top. The upper hand follows the elbow and goes under. 1, 2, both hands turn over, step out and down, bring it back up. How far you step out depends on your supporting leg. You have to be able to get back up. Okay? Try not to lean, so that as you step out, you're not doing this to get lower. I am lower. Yeah, no, you're not. Up here. Okay, pay attention. Stand straight. Relax the body, relax the back. Open the hips. Open the waist. Breathe in. Breathe out. And circle, breathe in, turn to the left, fingertips, and 1, 2, 3, open left, and up. Center, breathe in, breathe out. Circle, turn right. 1, 2, 3, open right. Up, center. Breathe in, breathe out. Left, 1, 2, 3, open left, and up. Center. Turn right. 1, 2, 3, open right, and up. Breathe in, breathe out. Turn left. 1, 2, 3, open, and center. Turn right. 1, 2, 3, open right, and center. Turn left. 1, 2, 3. Use the waist. Use the breath. 1, 2, 3. Use the waist. Turn the waist. Let the hands follow the waist. And last time, left side. And right side. Center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands down along both sides. Raise the heels. Pull up through the crown of the head and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Relax. Use the waist, right? If your waist is not turning, the appearance of the movement will be choppy and unattached, right? If your feet are not well planted, if your body is not well centered, when you turn your waist, you will upset your own balance. It's true, right? So, centering through the spine, centering through the lower Tantian, and keeping that center as you move around it. Whether you're moving up and down or whether you're moving from side to side. Turning, right? I mentioned that this particular set, String Grass to Seek the Snake, has an opening that is very similar to what we do in Bagua. Bagua absolutely requires the use of the waist, as does Tai Chi, as does Xingyi, and as does our Qigong. It's part of this idea of everything moving all together at the same time, separately and individually, but in a coordinated fashion. The waist connects the upper body and the lower body. If the waist is not moving, the connection between the upper body and the lower body is not complete. They're not moving separately, they're not clearly distinguished, and they're not well connected because they can't move separately. They're not moving separately, so at this point they can't do that. We want to work towards that. The more that we pay attention to it, the more that we pay attention to the particular muscles that we have to engage. the top of the hip, just below the ribs, and across the abs. Not so much holding center, which is the center muscle in the abs. It's the cross muscles. If you want to work the waist, those are the ones you have to engage. And you need to engage at a lower level, not just the superficial muscles. Okay? Same is true in the lower back. The lower back has to be able to hold that and support it. If the abs are not pulling in to support the lower back, it can be a problem. It needs to be, the back needs to be open and flexible, not strained. Okay? So if you're moving so quickly that you're straining your back, I've done this. Don't do it. It hurts. Alright? Just don't do it. Alright, the next set that we have is dragon and tiger joined together. More coffee is what we have. Excuse me. Alright. Dragon and tiger joined together. We're using, again, similar kinds of things to what we have done before. As the hands come up, this is the same. Hands come up and down, we'll turn. This is very similar to what we're doing when we use push and what we're doing White 8% of fruit. So we're going to turn just a little bit. Hands are staying there. They're going to come up on the left, extend the right. Both hands press out at the same time. Right foot with the right heel. Bring it back. And down. Okay. As you bring foot back, same as before, try to keep the foot pointed, the toes of the foot pointed. And in this case, instead of being out here, which is what we have with Red Phoenix Flies into the Sun, we're here. We have a little bit easier task to bring the leg in because we're going to connect it to the knee of the supporting leg. Right? We're here. I'm here. Not here. It's back here. Okay? So the foot can touch the knee. It's okay. If your leg is not that high, mine has not been. This is better. Right? Right here at the mid thigh. Well, I should do this and not wobble, huh? All right, right here at the mid thigh. That's okay. Right at the ankle is fine if you need. As you bring the leg in, also think about pulling everything else in. So open, close. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders, relax the back. Breathe and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, shift right, turn the toes left, shift left. Up long center, extend right. Pull in and down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift left, open right, both hands at the lower Tantian, come up to the middle Tantian and press out with the foot, bring it in, and center. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 Center. Turn toes. Transfer the weight. extend, pull it in. As you pull in, turn your toes to the center. As you come center, turn your toes. As you pull in, pull up. And I was paying attention to that and wasn't paying attention to what I'm doing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Center. Breathe in. Center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift left, open right. Hands at the lower Tian. Extend left, pull in, and center. Breathe in, breathe out. Shift, transfer, extend, pull in, center, shift, transfer, extend, pull in, and up, center. Last time. Pull up, and lower. Shift, open, extend, pull in, and lower. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in one more time. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head and breathe out. Relax. All right, so there are times, I do have my moments. I had one. We have now Coiling Snake. And again, we're going to pay attention to using the waist. As I come to the left, I'm going to change. And I've given this before with the fingers closed. It should be open. Three Stooges thing? I don't know. Up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And down. Other side. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. I've given this a couple of different ways now. Alright, this is the one that we're going to do today. This is the more correct one, and I will happily take credit for whatever I did before. As I reviewed my notes, there were a couple of things that stood out. One is that the fingers should be open. The other is that it's a set of 3. Okay? Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders. This is a lot of waist and a lot of upper body. Use the legs. Don't lock your knees. Keep them open. Keep your ankles open. Root through your feet. But pay attention to the waist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right side. 1, 2, 3. Right hand. 1, 2, center. Left side. 1, 2, 3. Left hand, 1, 2, 3. And center. Right side. 1, 2, 3. Right hand, left hand stays at the right elbow. Come to center. And down. Left side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Center. Use the waist. Up. 1, 2, 3. Come across. 1, 2, and center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Up. And out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax the back, relax the upper body, relax the breath. Connect the breath and the movement. Use a circle. Use the circle. 2 more. Use the circle. Last time. Center. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Relax. It's a little different than the slow practice, basic practice, right? So, skip one. I'm looking at my notes over here. All right. And I had said we're going to do Coiling Snake. I was wrong. We didn't do Coiling Snake. That's White Snake sticks out its tongue. Okay. Let's do Coiling Snake now. Feet about shoulder width apart. Up. And I'm going to turn left. And turn down. And back up. Center. Up on the right. Right hand to the left shoulder. Left hand is going for the left heel behind you. Tuck your leg in. Support your weight over your standing leg. Yeah, I'm going to go to the right side. Standing leg is my right leg. My weight's on my right leg. It needs to stay here. This needs to be able to hold all the way down, all the way up. Okay? Not today. Not today. All right, but that's the idea. So as you drop down, you're going to tuck your knee behind your supporting leg so that if you were to go all the way down, you do not end up on your knee. Your knee is turned so that if you were to fall, you would fall on your hip, not on your side of your leg, not on your knee. Straight down with the knee, not good. Especially for this kind of a move that can be done more quickly. We're not doing that today either. But especially for this kind of a move, you want to make sure that you not only protect your standing knee, that you keep it straight and properly positioned, but that you protect your working knee so that as you go down, you don't hurt it. Right? That's the goal. Don't hurt yourself. Coiling Snake. Shoulders down and relaxed, and breathe in. Breathe out. palms up, and turn. Sink, and turn back. Center, up on the right, turn. Sink, and come on up. Up, and down. Keep the back straight. Support the body over the legs. That means the body has to do a whole lot more work than it normally might. You don't get to rest on your legs. You need to pull up so that your legs and your hips are open, your waist can turn, and your hips can turn with it. Shoulders, waist, hips, and down. Keep the back straight. Coil. And up. Open the hips. Open the legs. Pull up. Center. Open the hips. Open the legs. Pull up. And sink. 2 more. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Keep straight. Don't lean. It doesn't lean. Turn. I'll talk about that in a minute. Center. Both hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Lower the heels. And stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Alright. Same as what I talked about. I will finish my thought here. Same as what I was talking about with string the grass to seek the snake. As we go lower, the work needs to be done by holding the body up, supporting the body, opening the hip, and allowing the leg to do less work to support the body, and more work bending and straightening. So if you're sitting in a chair, it's relatively easy to bend and straighten your leg, for the most part. Okay? It's harder to do that when you're standing on it. It is. So we want to not stand on our legs, literally. This means ask a dancer. Ask any dancer. They know what I'm talking about. Pull up through here so that the hip opens and the leg feels a little bit more loose. Yeah, I'm using my shoulders here. It's it's a little bit more loose, right? That's the way you want your leg to be able to function through most of these exercises. In particular, this one. This takes, it's our second of our, hiccup again. That's the second of our Wudang's 3 basic methods. We have Coiling Snake in our Wudang's 3 basic methods as well. So if I turn to the left, I'm going to do this over this way. I turn to the left, and I want to stay straight as I sink down. Right? If I'm leaning to make it seem like I'm closer to the ground, it's not going to get me closer to the ground. It's going to help me fall down. Right? It's not going to give me that up and down sense of how far can I go? Right? We use this move as well in our Wudang sword. My goal for next April, March maybe, April I'm going for, April, May, is that I'm back all the way down on the ground and that y'all will get to see me do Wudang Dragon Sword. Fingers crossed. Alright, so let's go back to our practice for this morning. We've done Coiling Snake just now. We did out of order. White snake sticks out its tongue. We have 2 more sets for this morning, and I'm going to try and keep them less verbal and shorter, and I'll pay more attention to them another time. Leopard climbs a tree. Okay? Again, similar to everything that we've done. You know, pull up and then step down, and I transfer my weight. This is 6-4. This presses down. So I transfer my, you got to keep the back, keep in touch with the back leg. Don't forget about it. Because as you transfer the weight back, you're going to stand up on it. Maybe. I'm going for the maybe on this one. Both hands come up, extend the leg, and down. Come back to center. All right. This extension, again, does go all the way down. Not happening today. Pay attention to the transfer of weight so that as you step forward, you're still conscious of what you're doing with your back leg. Also, as you're doing this move, focus on straightening the back, right? Straighten the spine. So I'm here, and I'm going to step forward to the left and press down. 6-4 stance. And I'm here, right? Not here, not here, not here. Back very straight. Pull all the way through and extend. As you come up, use that extension to bring yourself up over your back leg. Right? Use it to bring yourself up. Try to make that transition as smooth as possible. Support through the center. The hold has to be here and on the side of the supporting leg, because your weight's going to be centered over whatever side that is. Make sure you find that center as you come up. You need it. Okay? I missed it this last time. I need it. I want it to come back. All right? Practice. Stand straight. Feet about shoulder width apart. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. The left side first, so shift to the right. Up on the toes. Little step forward. Press down. Keep the back straight. Focus on the back leg and the spine alignment as you come up. And extend out. Up to center. And stay center. Shift. Up on the right. Little step. Focus on keeping the back straight. Focus on the back leg as you come up. Stay connected. And extend. Come to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift right. Little step. Focus on the back. Straight. And down. Up. And down. Shift. All the way. Press forward. 6-4. Back straight. Come on up. Extend. And down. As you shift, as you extend down, make sure you extend both hands in both directions. Shift right. Press down left. Come Come up and down. To center. Shift left. Little step right. Press down. Come up and down. Keep the back straight. Up and down. Shift. Press down. Up and down. As you come up, pull up. Shift. Down. Pull up. Stay up. And down. One more time. Shift. Step. Pull up. Stay up and down. I'm going to talk about that in a minute too. In. Out. Shift left. Little step right. Up. And down. Bring it in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe out. Lower the heels. Stay there. Relax. All right, as we move through this exercise, we're going up and down. I talked about this, I just talked about this just a second ago, I really did. This idea of opening the hip so that you can go up and down, so that your leg's not carrying the body. We also want to pay attention to where the body happens to be. I've talked about this in the context of centering, that we can move our center to be somewhere else. You can speak to any basketball player about this, as well as any dancer. When you go up, you have to take your center with you. If you leave it here, you're weighed down and you're trying to climb up onto whatever it is, your supporting leg in this case. What we want to do is raise the body. Again, this is pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up more, right? And take the center, keep it where it's supposed to be in the body, but instead of visualizing it here, I'm going to move it up. So that as I bring my leg up, not changing this, I'm just moving this a little bit. So as I bring my leg up, my center of gravity compensates for my leg being up. And pulling into the spine gives me that support. Breathe in, breathe out, right? Breathe in, pull in. All of this pulls in. As I step forward, same thing happens. This is pulling up, this pulls across, this all pulls up and into the spine, so that as I shift back, I'm going up, not over. Okay? So, legitimate reason to do the other one, but that's not what we want to do. We want that up. All right. Last set. Check notes for a second. It's important to have notes. It's really, 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 really important to have notes. Okay? There are any number of practices that I have learned. I learned them well. I took good notes at the time. There are some things that I've practiced over the years pretty regularly. There are some things that I've practiced from time to time. This is natural and normal. It happens with anybody that's practiced as long as I have. It happens. All right, so I'm encouraging you to take notes. These are my notes. This video stuff is my notes, all right? You're getting some of my notes here. So, set 18, paying homage to the peaks. Salute. And down. Turn. Both hands circle. And down. Come up. It's another one of those. Come on up. And press down. Come back to center. And to the knees. Circle again. Other side, right? Down. Turn right. Press down. Come up. Circle. And yeah, I should be up on just that left leg. There we go. All right, and step forward. Drive down. Come on back. Center. Down to the knees. And again. Fists. And down. Okay. It's not, you don't get too big with it, but there's a circle there to come down. We have lots of circles. Feet are not shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Relax the back, relax the body, relax the shoulders. This pretty much covers everything in this exercise. Breathe in, palms up. Breathe out, palms down. Hand circle. Left hand holds a fist, right hand holds a palm. Press out, sink down. Turn to the left. Pull up. Press down. Come on up. And fist drive down. Pull it back to center. And down to the knees. Breathe in. Up. Breathe out. Other side. Right hand holds fist, left hand holds palm. Sink. Turn left. Press down. Or excuse me, turn right. Press down. Come on up. Hold fist. My left knee is protesting here. And press down. And up. Center. And down to the knees. Center. Center, breathe in. Breathe out. Circle, hold fist. Left palm. Left fist, right palm. Sink. Turn left. Both hands across the waist. And press down. Come up. Hold fist. Step out. Come back. Center. Space between the hands is at the upper tantien. Breathe in one more time. Breathe out. Circle. Left palm, right fist. And down. Turn right. And down. Circle up. And down. Bring it back. And down. One more time. Left fist, right palm. Turn left. Press down. And up. Hold fist. And down. Pull it back. Center. And down. Other side. Left fist, right palm sink. Turn to the right. Press down. Circle. Come up. Press down. Pull it back. And to the knees. Up along both sides. Press down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Staying centered, keeping your weight centered, and then being able to move that center as you wish. Using the waist, finding where that balance point is, that you have everything in good alignment, that everything being body parts, everything in good alignment, and holding in such a way that it is easy to achieve that balance point. Okay? It's just there. I'm not quite there yet with all of this, all right? So there are a few things that I was able to do reasonably well 20 years ago. There are a few things that I do better now than I did 20 years ago. Right? Some of this work is something that I'm going to be better at in a couple of months. Join me in that journey. Some of this is workmanship that takes years to develop. I developed it, let me put this in context. I've been practicing for 40 years. There's a lot of things that I do regularly and that I keep. There's some things that I do irregularly and I keep. This practice is a combination of those. Everyone has that sort of thing. As we build what we know, as we build that practice, we find those things that we enjoy. We find those things that bring us comfort, that we get up and think, I'm gonna go do that this morning. I'm gonna go do that. I'd like to go do that. I guess I'm gonna go to the gym today. I guess I got to do that. No, this is hey, I'm gonna go do this. It's fun. All right. So all of the things that I've talked about this morning are for more advanced students. This idea of pulling up, separating the hip, being able to work over the leg, not being restricted by what the hip and the leg are telling you, but being able to separate them and have them work together. Something we're going to work on. I appreciate everybody who's been here with me on this journey so far, and I appreciate all the folks that are still going to come with me, as well as the folks who are now joining and coming with me today. I appreciate all of you. I will be back on Monday with a regular schedule. Tai Chi Monday through Wednesday, Qigong on Thursday and Friday. The same for the following week. And I've posted the new schedule beginning the week of January 11th. I hope you'll join me. See you then. Bye.